Hello everyone. So in this video, let's talk about the B problem from the code forces round 1016 problem expensive number. So the cost of a positive integer n find as a result of dividing number n by the sum of its digits. The cost, as you can see here, the cost is the number divided by the sum of all its digits. So as you can see, the cost of 104 is 104 divided by the sum of 1 plus 4 equal to 20 points. Similarly like this. So this is what a cost of a number. You are given a positive integer n that doesn't contain any leading zeros. You can remove any number of digits from this n so that the remaining number contains at least one digit. Okay, and is strictly greater than 0. That is the main crux here. Don't that. So you can remove any number of digits from this n that is given to you, such that it should be greater than 0 and it should contain at least one digit. The remaining digits cannot be rearranged. You cannot rearrange the digits. As a result, you may end up with a number that has leading zeros. So leading zeros can be present because you can delete any number of any digits. The only condition is it should not be non-zero at the end, and it should not, like, it should contain at least one. So in the end, if you keep on deleting some digits from n, it can have leading zeros. That is also. So as you can see here in this example, if you decide to remove 1, 4 and 5 in this particular digit, 1, 4 and 5, the number will become 0, 3, 5, and the cost of this number is 0, 5, which is like 35 divided by 0, right? So you just have to now find out the minimum number of digits you need to remove so from the number itself, so that the cost become minimum possible. You have to minimize the cost by deleting the minimum number. Now, first let's think about what is the minimum cost I can get. I cannot get the minimum cost as 0 because, as you can see, I cannot, like, if I, like, what 0 means, that let's assume if the number is, let's assume, 606. If I did delete this and this, it will become only 0, and 0, the total sum of this is 0, and that is not possible. That is why this condition is there, because it should be greater than, strictly greater than 0. Because if I just delete everything, and that will just, like, can say, defeat the purpose of this. So which means that it should be having at least some digit. Now if it has at least some digit, then why not just I somehow, because, which means that the minimum I can go, let's assume, if any number I have, let's assume 606 or something like that, divided by 6 plus 6 is some value. But if I somehow, like, make it only 6 divided by 6, the I can get equal to 1. Just think of a value in which I can go less than 1. If can there be a case in which I can go less than 1? Less than 1 means that the total number here, the total sum of these digits are larger. But that cannot be possible because, as you can see, if I have the number, the denominator is larger, which means the total sum. So if I have 1, 1, the minimum possible digits, the sum of them can also be 1 plus 1, which is, like, still this is larger, this is smaller. So that is why the minimum I can get is equal to 1 only. The minimum total value of the cost I can get is 1. So which means that minimum possible I can get is equal to 1. And how I can get equal to, now I have to now see how can I get equal to 1. So what you can see is, because the digits, like, as you can see, that there's strictly greater than 0, which means that there will be some digits, and if there are some digits, obviously I can make it equal to 1 in every case. Let's see how. What you can see here is, let's assume if I have some like this 1, 1, like that. Now what I can do is, if I want to make this cost equal to 0, not cost equal to 1, by somehow deleting some numbers, it's better that I delete all the numbers by somehow delete. So if I delete this, these are leading zeros. Leading zeros is good for us because that is better. Leading zeros are good because they don't contribute, but don't actually need to remove them. So leading zeros are good. But what leading zeros? Leading zeros means that I have to have leading zeros, but after which point? If I find out the very first non-zero digit from the going from right to left, because I have to have at least some number greater than 0. Because if I delete this, if I delete these zeros as well, then let's assume I make this 0, 0, 1 like this, and I delete this 0 as well. Now, what is the benefit of deleting these zeros? what you can see is that if I delete these zeros as well, then obviously I think so that is also fine. Because if I delete these zeros as well, that is also fine. Deleting these zeros is bad. Like, don't delete these zeros because this will obviously be non-contributing. So which means that I have to delete all the zeros till I find out the very first non-zero number, because these are like waste for us. Delete all of this, get the very first non-zero number, then delete all the non-zero digits after this. Don't delete the zeros one because that will not contribute. And in the end, whatever one digit I have the only the sum is only that number and the total cost will come. I hope you understand what the problem is all about. So if I just encapsulate it and like you can say repeat it, what we'll do is that we will go whatever number we have, let's assume like this. We'll first find out the very first non-zero from the right, like this. I have to delete all these, and then I have to delete on the when I find out the very first non-digit, like non-zero, all the non-zeros after it, like this I have to delete, this I have to delete, this I have to delete. Because after deleting all of this, I will be left with 0, 0, 1, and which will eventually become 0 plus 0 plus 1, like, and like this it doesn't matter. That's why I'm not deleting. Eventually, we have 1 by 1 and cost minimum. Okay. So that's the complete logic for this particular problem. Let's know the code part now. So it's like pretty much simple only. Just have to like follow this. What we have done is now we have to count out the number of zeros and the first occurrence from the right hand side. That is okay index. So we're going from right to left. Find out the first occurrence of a non-zero digit, mark it as true, and also find out the index. Now, if when I find out the very first index, after that, we will find out all the non-zero index, or you can say all the zeros. You can also find out what all zeros are there after the first occurrence. Okay. Now we have to find out that what elements I have to remove. I have to remove, as you can see, all the elements after the first index, like all the elements after the first occurrence of a non-zero number, that is this. And we have to now also delete all the digits that are not zeros, which are like non-zeros, which are before the first occurrence of a non-zero number. Okay, so we have to like delete both of these things and we get that. I hope you understand. Just like an O of an approach, and complete it itself. It's just like observation, like some example, and you will. That's the only logical and good part for this problem. If you still have any doubts, you can mention on the comment box of this video. I will see you next one, like coding and